G'day guys, and today I'm going to review the game which is between Geelong and Port Adelaide. This one's at Adelaide Oval, and what a win. The Cats, a very nice win on the road, 21-point result, and I suppose as a result of Port Adelaide not winning, they have defeated Geelong only 3 times since late 2007, so Port must hate playing the Cats, and the Cats must love playing Port. They seem to get the job done more often than not, whether at GMHBA or Adelaide Oval, they seem to find a way, as they did once again tonight. It would have been such a great game to watch on as a neutral fan. I obviously enjoyed it, and it was stressful at times, but definitely, nice to get the chocolates, and obviously win on the road. It's very tough at any given stretch of the season, but to cap off the 4 points, it was an 8-point game in reality, and Geelong were able to sort of get the job done. It was a crazy game. Momentum was toing and froing. I mean, this says it all. Cats started off really well, obviously early on, and then Port Adelaide sort of hit back, I think kicking 6 of the next 7. They got up by 21, and it was all of a sudden looking a little bit down. Cats kicked 4 in a row quickly, lead at halftime unbelievably. Then not too much change in the third term, quite close. Cats get out to a little bit of a lead late. Port Adelaide kicked the first 2 or 3 of the last quarter. It looks like 3 goals. Then it was the Cats' turn. So just a game with swings and roundabouts, and it was always just going to be the team, I suppose, that had that burst of momentum late and ascendancy that would sort of get the job done, because it was just that type of game. And Geelong turned out to be the victor in the end. So I suppose as the game panned out, Port, out of the stoppage, were excellent, it has to be said. They walked out of clearance half the time, and both sides looked pretty dangerous going forward. I felt Port looked incredibly scary once they got forward. They had lots of sort of time and space, it felt. Our defence did hold up pretty well, all considering the supply that they got. I feel like they did get a fair bit of supply, but the stats will tell me a bit more. Pressure early was really good. Sort of at times wavered a little bit, but I think that was sort of all part of the momentum and ascendancy that sort of swapped around a bit. But we're really, really good in the air. I think we got 21 contested marks, which is a season high. And intercept marks, I think we took about 16 or so intercept marks. So down back, we're really good. So even though Port did get some decent looks, our backs did hold up reasonably well, all considering that they were under siege quite regularly, especially when they were on top and late in their last term when they were trying to sort of mount a bit of a comeback. But what a great game! 213 points, if my maths is correct. There might be close, or it might be 203. My bad. I think no, my maths is not doing me well. Anyway, I'll leave that one for the meantime. So if I'm adding 9 to make that 100, got 212 and take off 9, 203 as expected. So I think 203 points for both sides. Don't do maths when you are doing videos, because gets a little bit hairy, but we didn't lay a lot of tackles according to the grand stats, but definitely throughout the game we sort of lifted in the clinches, and up forward we looked really sort of dangerous, and in marks inside 50 were absolutely massive as well, and gave our key forwards some good looks, and we obviously we missed a few, but we took those big moments when they counted, and we were just able to sort of force it forward, and we were really tough as well, it has to be said. Our forwards definitely made pretty much most of their opportunities, so obviously not all chances taken, but was pretty pleased. Nonetheless, let's have a look at the stats. I'll be very interested with the contested possession count. That's normally where the game's won and lost. I feel like Port had a lot more than 45 inside 50s, but that turned out to be the way. Pretty similar on the stats. Efficiency, we chip it around a little bit. We get the job done there. Clearances were even, and probably matches up about right. Contested possession plus 10. If you win the contested possession against Port, you generally win the match, and generally if Geelong win the contested possession full stop, they win. I felt when Port got it to the outside, they were pretty hard to stop, but same could almost be said for us when we had our momentum and ascendancy. Unbelievably, they had more marks, and normally we take over 100 marks, but it was definitely a low possession game, that's for sure. Marks inside 50 was huge, and arguably a massive sort of part of the game. We were really good in the air, which I'll have to admit. And obviously 3 goals ahead for most of the match. I was so interested in the stat of 37 tackles. It felt like Port escaped a lot of tackles, but they were just so quick with their hands out of the clearance, and sometimes they were just too good, and they had some incredible bits of play from Rosie, who kicked 5, who was unbelievable, and Farrell, one of the best bananas you'll ever see. That's sort of how the game panned out, and pretty incredible considering Jeremy Cameron was under a table sleeping for 4 hours. It's just pretty crazy, to be honest. The things that the players had to do to sort of get through the game, I guess. But the votes to mine are pretty easy. The 1 was difficult, but 3 and 2 makes sense to me. Jeremy Cameron, 3 votes. He's right near the top. 5 goals, 19 touches, 5 marks. And we've got a few tackles in there. Even got a clearance, which was a goal. Cameron was just clutch all night. They kicked goals at crucial stages, even. And, just when we needed those goals, he came through with the goods, and it was just super accurate. Did not stray away, did not look like missing, except for one that almost hit the post, and I'm glad it went through. He was super impressive, and is exactly what the Cats fans would have hoped for, and he's delivering the goods, and Rowan and Hawkins are sort of, I suppose, as a result of that great work, really benefiting. Hawk gets my 2 votes. He kicked 4 goals, 4 on the night, took 8 marks as well, even got 8 hit-outs. He gets clearances as well. He does it all. Normally gets more goal assists, but that's okay. Cameron got 2 goal assists. He was hitting the scoreboard really well. He obviously kicked 5 behinds the last time they played, and everyone was like, cool, what a great role by Mackenzie, but really Hawk just didn't kick straight and in the final, and would have been ruining those missed opportunities. But he especially early on when the game was hot, he was quite influential, and he just brings his teammates into the game. Love the way he goes about it. Rowan gets a vote this time around. He got snubbed over the Tigers when he kicked 5 goals and played absolutely beast mode. So he kicked 3 goals, 2 on the night, 10 marks, 15 touches. He got some of the footy, which was really, really promising. Obviously missed a couple through the set shots, but again, kicked crucial goals when we need him. So the 3-headed monster, comes through with the goods this time, and how good, obviously against Richmond. They kicked 15 of our goals, and tonight 12 of the 17 all up, which is it's super impressive. It's outstanding to be fair, and I'm very happy with their output. So those are the 3 votes. They don't normally go to forwards, but the midfields weren't great. Oh well, don't want to be too harsh. I didn't think the midfield played super well. They had their moments, and obviously they were good enough to get over the line. Port's midfield is a pretty tough beast to handle. As you can see, Wines and Boak right at the top there. Stewart was stiff not to get a vote. He had 23. He was really good. He kept Robbie Gray super quiet. Didn't look like kicking a goal. And, he always helps his teammates out with, just intercepts and punches where he can. Spoils, I should say. He's not punching blokes out. Isaac Smith played a good game, 17 touches, kicked a critical goal. He was really good. Blitzarves played decent. He just kept falling over. Get a new pair of boots, Blitz. That's my suggestion. But obviously he played his role. Duncan was cruisy. He kicked a goal, which was a beautiful kick from outside 50 on the paint, and got 20 touches. He was sort of in and out of the game, but again, not a lot of touches throughout the midfield. Henry played a really good game. He was in contention for a vote as well. Just does his job each week, and he's marking the footy and really sort of attacking sort of defender. Parfitt got a couple of goals next to his name. He played a good game and 17 touches. He had some really good pressure acts in there and some good tackles that were sort of crucial in that third turn. Radagalier played a reasonable game. He got 13 touches. Could have had a goal, but he's got the worst ball drop known to man, so no good there. But look, he was handy, but to be completely fair, I don't think we're playing that well ruck-wise, but yeah, I'll reserve further commentary there. Buse wasn't too bad. He got the 14. Menegola was a little bit quieter than usual. He had 16, but was okay on the night. Tui didn't play that well. He got a bit of the ball, but he just looked a bit lost and did some silly things. And yeah, he's had better games, and he'll be better for the run. So will Paddy. He had 18 next to his name. So he played the game, and he was buggered by the end. And probably needs to just make sure he's kicking and hitting targets. Selwood lifted as the game went on. 16 wasn't, certainly played better games, that's for sure, but he was tough over the ball. He was around the contest, and he was good. Higgins, disappointing, unfortunately. He had 13. He missed a goal. He should have kicked it, and then he passed one off. It was absolute scuppery. We brought him in for polish and for class, and I'm not seeing it. I've seen it maybe 2 games this year, and he's played probably 5 or 6, and yeah, I just don't know. I think the Narkle's ahead of him, and sure there's other blokes ahead of him as well. Guthrie will be coming in. Don't really know what his role is. Expected a bit more from Higgins, to be honest. Close was good. He had 12 touches. He farmed off a few goals as well. I'd like to see his goal assist tally. Let's see if we can find that. Be the last stat. I reckon he would have got 2 or 3 next to his name. It's always goal assists are never what they seem to be. Now I've got to get back to see what the other stats are all about. But yeah, look, his hands are really good. He always moves it forward, and when he sort of touches it, something good happens. Plays a good role. O'Connor did a good job on Boak. He had a lot of handballs. Still had 27. Kept him day in the first half, and Boak was just a running machine in the second half. Atkins didn't do much and turned it over when he did have it. Dalhouse, don't tell me that's 5 tackles, because that means he's in for the rest of the year. Well, looks like he laid 5 tackles, 8 touches, so he's got a career for the next 10 years as a result of that game. Don't really get a lot out of him. He got a goal assist, that was good, but gee, it's probably the easiest couple $100,000 ever. If you want to be completely frank. Cole Jasny turned it over a bit, wasn't too bad, but had some shocking moments with Dixon where he just didn't really go for the ball and went for marks and didn't really go for them at the same time. Hendo kicked a goal. He had 6 touches. It was pretty quiet. I think don't know if he was on Dixon the whole time, but I feel like when Colo was on him, it just got a bit interesting. So it's a bit of a look at that game. Let's have a look. We've got a big game. It may be at Geelong. We don't know yet. We'll see what COVID throws up, what the governments reckon, and if there's crowds and where it's all going to be. But let's pretend it's at Geelong right now. I like our chances. The Dogs are going to be very hard to beat. They challenge us pretty regularly at GMHPA. So yeah, I think we'll win. Being at home, it's hard to tip against us at home. But yeah, I think probably just get the job done. It's going to be really tough, but also, I think the Dogs are, a huge chance to cause a bit of an upset because they are seemingly a top 4 side. So, it's going to be really interesting to see what selections we make. I suppose potential changes for the game, that definitely I can see a few. I don't know if Higgins should be in. I don't know if Dalhouse should be in. I don't know if Radagalier should be in. Guthrie should be a good chance to come back. I think Stanley should be in the side. I think Narkle should be in the side. Myers won't be too far away. They won't make lots of changes at once, so don't want to be too disruptive to the team. So it's a good problem to have, but you also want your best team in and to see if that seems to be the winning formula. So, guys, my voice is just struggling really, but super stoked with the win. Nice win on the road, and always nice to get a win on the Thursday night to then just have the long weekend come up and a weekend of football. to sort of watch and relax, knowing that you've got the job done. So well done, Cats. Good win, and hopefully get another win against the Dogs the week after. So that is all from me, guys. Thanks for sticking around. Don't forget to give the video a like, subscribe away, all that amazing stuff. And thank you for joining in. I'll see you guys all very soon on the next video.